straight into it. As you can see here from BBC Radio Merseyside, have a very good breakdown in relation to the ticketing increases from Liverpool Football Club. I'm disappointed, especially as we'll speak about today in today's news story. Anyway, the cost of living crisis. I know people might go, it's only £1, £2 ticket increase, but for a lot of people, that is a lot of money. Considering if you got a house, a family as well, and yes, it's deeply disappointing for me. First and foremost, it stinks to place out. In all honesty, you look at Liverpool in terms of how we've spent our money, especially in the last 12 months. A needless midfield recruit. I don't know in excess of how much it is for Liverpool to bring in Arthur Melo, but if it is to obviously his wages, the loan fee as well, I think us not signing him, and he's not even being used at the football club. I think he's played 30 minutes for Liverpool's first team. It's quite frankly laughable, in all honesty, that situation and scenario, and obviously the mismanagement from the club over the last 12 months in a lot of departments has been quite frankly laughable. But we'll go straight into it. As you can see, Liverpool announced ticket updates ahead of next season. The majority of general sale admissions tickets go up 2%, an increase of £1 for members' match tickets, with no more than £17 added to the price of a season ticket. The ticket freeze continues for juniors and local general sales as well. And actually, good luck for the local general sale tickets. They get probably, they get sold really, in all honesty, and they end up on these websites that we all see, and people are getting ripped off. And when people, of course, the club know that there's a clamouring for tickets, because it's Liverpool Football Club. Everyone wants to go. I'm very privileged to go to a couple of games throughout the season, but I know the large majority of Reds around the world that want to come to Anfield and experience their first game. It's difficult. Even we spoke about yesterday, and the away fans as well, how difficult it is for away fans and certain people getting tickets when they've never actually been to an away game. It should be the people that have gone and spent all their hard-earned money on the away flights, tickets, everything. But it's disappointing. But it goes on to say, in terms of the second tweet here, Liverpool as a club, as a statement, as they released, the result of significant rise in costs across the club in the past 5 years. Annually, operating costs of Anfield have increased by nearly 40%, and utility costs have gone up by 100% this season. LFC adds careful consideration all aspects of these ticketing changes and did not take the decision lightly to increase prices. The club engaged with LFC supporter boards and together discussed the potential impact of any price increase on fans, and then goes on to add on the Anfield Road expansion in terms of a new stand. Well, the increased capacity. The expansion will see in around 1,000 new season ticket allocated and more than 3,000 new general admission tickets per game for the members' sale. It will also have a new young adult section in the lower tier behind the goal. It will mean a doubling of the number of tickets available to young supporters in the Anfield Road stand, with more than quarter of all the seats set aside for younger fans. It's all been good, and that sounds fantastic for young fans, but I've been going the ground for the last couple of years, and even people that have got season tickets, hand on heart, the atmosphere, apart from when you play a big team like Madrid or Manchester United, it sounds. But the Anfield atmosphere recently, over the last couple of years when I've been going, it's quite frankly shocking. And that stems to, obviously, you've got sections in and around the stadium where I sit in the Kenny Dalglish stand, me, and you get certain the odd people that would like to sing, and I'm all for it. But if you could actually put, like they do in Germany, they put a massive section of fans that want to sing, and fair enough, if you want to put everyone round the stand, if no one wants to sing, then sound, put them in the main stand, put them in the Kenny stand, or do what. It's going to be interesting I'd hope that is an increase, and quite rightly so. The more younger fans we do get into Anfield, the more better atmosphere it will be. You look at the 70s and 80s, a large portion of that great famous atmosphere. I know, obviously, football has changed massively in recent times, but I think the more younger fans, or giving people the opportunity that want to come sing. I know not everyone coming to the ground wants to sing, but at the end of the day, we need massively to. Liverpool need to be addressing the improved atmosphere. Tweet from Spian Cop goes on to say, we have opposed this ticket increase at every step. Recently, it was announced the club had made record profits. A 2% increase represents a significant amount of LFC for LFC, but comes at a time when people are already struggling with the cost of living crisis. LFC equals greed. Let me know your thoughts on that, Reds, as well. The football club, like we did do all those years ago, everyone staged a protest as well, but I don't think it, like things like this, the Super League and increase, and I know what people will say, 2%'s nothing, but not everyone is in a privileged position where they have a lot of money. But it's going to be interesting how the club do respond. I'm hoping that they do respond correctly. In all honesty, I get obviously the everything is going up as the club say in that statement, but even still, as I said, the decision making from the club in recent years and recent times in certain situations in terms of the finance of certain players that we don't frankly need. Fair enough if you're bringing in a Gravenberch or a player, a midfielder that is not absolutely crocked in relation to him being injured for the majority of the season, but you're bringing in a good player that will help compete and challenge, make Liverpool challenge throughout the season. No, brought in Arthur Mello to play in the reserves and do absolutely diddly squat.